outdoor show in the world.
It is the greatest outdoor show in the world, yeah. 8:22, welcome back to Breakfast Television. Rodeo, roller coasters, pancakes, chuck wagons, two-stepping, and live music. So much to look forward to during the 10 fun-filled days Stampede. But if you're not prepared, the fun could be taken out of it. Agusia McGrath with London Drugs is here with her Stampede survival guide, what to take down to the park, some of the things we need to consider as well. And we're going to start with, I think, a big thing, especially with the weather we've been having.
Exactly. Hydration. Yes. We're outdoors, we're sweating. It's really important to have the right hydration. Water is a great place to start, but at the same time, if you are feeling a little bit headachy, you've got a dry mouth, those are the first signs of dehydration, and it's a good option to take a hydration solution. Everyone wants to take back some Gatorade. Unfortunately, Gatorade does have a higher concentration of sugar and might not have the right combinations of the salt and the potassium and the glucose that we're losing, whereas these hydration solutions do have that.
So you're saying avoid Gatorade?
Not avoid. I'm just saying that if you are dehydrated, then use a hydration solution that's been specifically designed to do the hydration rather than something like Gatorade.
Okay. I think that kind of ties into the next morning sometimes with pain relief. Maybe you overindulge, and of course you're hydrating, but you feel like you need to take something. When it comes to pain relief, what are the do's and don'ts?
So in terms of pain relief, if you've been out and you've been dancing and you've got a little bit of aches and pains in terms of joints, you are hydrated, you haven't been drinking alcohol, then by all means take your anti-inflammatory or your Tylenol. If, for example, you have been drinking and you're feeling dehydrated, then you don't want to exacerbate the workload on the liver by taking Tylenol, so stay away from the Tylenol. But if you're hydrated and the next morning you just want to take something for your headache, then an anti-inflammatory such as an ibuprofen, Advil, Motrin is an option to take.
Some people have a ritual where they will take pain relief after they've had drinks or even during, and they say that that holds off the hangover. Is that a good thing or not a good thing?
So I've even heard patients take Advil or Tylenol before they go out because they think that that's going to help manage the pain and the relief. Unfortunately, these are short-acting medications. By the time that you've finished your night out and you've partied up a storm, you're going to go and that medication is completely out of your system. It's not going to be helping manage the symptoms of the hangover. At the end of the day, it's really important, number one, hydrate, have a good healthy breakfast the next day, and if you do need to take something, rather take it afterwards to manage the symptoms rather than preventatively to help decrease the signs and symptoms of your hangover.
One of the best parts, I think, of Stampede is walking through the grounds, the midway, and, of course, the stands, the food, right? The food's incredible. Maybe not good for you.
No, but
sometimes you kind of eat things that maybe you normally wouldn't, so your stomach might get a little upset.
So you've got that overindulgence, that heavy, deep, rich food. I mean, how can you resist?
You can't say no.
Of course not. So then, to help manage some of those, like heaviness and the heartburn that you might have, there's a whole range of products that you can take. You can take something really quick acting, such as an H2 receptor antagonist, so that would be something like Zantac. If you have a little bit of heartburn, then Tums is also a good option. But really, just enjoy the food, and if you need to, there's a whole host of products at the pharmacy you can pick up on your way out. And then also I wanted to just quickly point out that since we're out and about in the sun the whole day, it's really important to make sure that you're wearing your good sunscreen. Right. So make sure you're looking for a broad spectrum that's covering UVA and UVB. And key is really reapplication. So put it on in the morning before you go, and then during the day, make sure that you are reapplying it. If you've got kids, make sure that you're reapplying it to your kids as well.
And one thing, last but not least, one of the things that some people forget about going to the grounds, there are animals there. There's hay there's things like that. Allergies do flare up. And
we've had such a high, significant allergy season, so more people have been really suffering from allergies this year. So I usually recommend that patients have a quick antihistamine on hand, so if they need to, they'll have quick relief. And then also eye drops, just to help flush out the eyes, those pollens, that animal dander, so that you're not having that continuous exposure to that dander.
It's no fun being on the Stampede Park when your eyes are puffy and watery and itchy, or you break out in hives.
No, but we can help that, and then you can have a fabulous time irrespective.
There you go. Some great ideas. Thank you very much, Agusia McGrath with London Drugs with her Stampede Survival. Still to come on Breakfast Television,